when I think about the final preseason game, there are really two guys that I'm going to be watching really, really closely. That is the Umbrella Man and Travis Fulgham. 18th pick in the NFL draft.
Hey, make us lunch. We're hungry.
Dallas still stinks. Yo, Dad, how you doing? King Dingbat here. I hope everybody's having a great day. Hope you guys are doing well. So the Eagles play their final preseason game tomorrow versus the Jets. And I'm highly doubting the starters are going to play, even after hearing that Lurie and Roseman have been trying to tell my cannoli-eating coach, my gabagool director, they've been trying to tell him to sit the starters. So I'm expecting no starters to play. However, before we get into all this, I got to give a huge shout out. A huge shout out to my man, Philly Fresh. If you guys haven't heard of Philly Fresh, a great Eagles content creator. The link is in the description. Go sub him up, no doubt about it. But he sent me this lovely hat, this Yoda hat. He also sent me this beautiful shirt, Philly Fresh shirt. So I wanted to thank him for that, shout him out, and just say I really appreciate you sending it to me. It means a lot. I love your stuff. I love the work that you do. Keep doing your thing, man. You definitely have my support all the time. And I also got to tell you, I really like this hat. I like the way it fits on my big-ass, egg-shaped, destroyed, cratered head. I love how it fits. Perfect. It's like the back supports the front, supports the side, because I got stuff jiggling all over in that head. But here's the thing. I may have to contact, I guess this is Print Champs, right? So shout out to Print Champs, because from just looking at the shirt, looking at the hat, I like the work. And I've been using Teespring, and sometimes I'm not so happy with some of the stuff they do. So I may have to contact these guys about doing some Philly 500 stuff, because I'm very impressed with the merchandise that was sent. But shout out to Philly Fresh, no question about it. Now, if you have the News Break app, click the link in the description. Give your boy a follow. We're doing Italian Kung Fu, throwing some cannoli stars over there. We don't mess around. So do that also. Now, tomorrow night is the final preseason game. Training camp is essentially over. They've had all their practices. It's been kind of quiet day for the Eagles. Kerryon Johnson, he was waived today because he had been waived, cleared, went to IR. They had a settlement. He is now released, so he ain't coming back. The other thing that I'm hearing is that the Eagles are trying to get an extension done with Dallas Goedert before the season starts. It gives them about, 16 days to try to do it, but they're trying to get an extension done with Dallas Goedert. And I think it's important, okay? Because I like Dallas Goedert. I think he's going to be a good tight end in this league. Yeah, I know he's been injured quite a few times first few years, but you know what? There's another tight end that was often injured early in his career. That was one Zach Ertz, and we've seen how he's turned out. So I want them to get an extension with Dallas Goedert done. They're talking a lot of money, though. They're talking like just below Kittle type cash or Kelsey type cash, which to me is ridiculous. But if that's the case, if that's what Goddard's going to be getting somewhere just under Travis Kelsey, then you got to sign him now and not wait till the end of the year when he has a big year, and then you have to pay him more. So hopefully they can get that done. And really, that's pretty much everything really kind of going on today. We're more in tune with getting ready for tomorrow's game. I do not expect the starters to play anything. If I get a series out of Hurts, a series out of that starting offensive line, that's one extra series I never thought we'd get. If it was me personally, I would play them at least one full quarter. I'd play all my starters, both sides of the ball, at least one full quarter. I don't think it's going to happen. That being said, these last preseason games, these are the ones that always tend to drag on, take forever, those kind of things. But I do think there's an important battle we got to talk about. and that is the wide receiver position. Okay, we know we have our triple threat: Smith, Rager, Quez Watkins, my man Quez Watkins. But we got those guys. They're set. The question is, who's going to be that final wide receiver that makes it? Because I think at the end of the day, I think you got Devontae Smith, Rager, Watkins. I think Greg Ward will make it because he's the most experienced. He can do things. I mean, he's not great at what he does, but he does it well enough to be a reserve, okay? Then the question is, do you keep 5 receivers? Do you keep 6 receivers? I'm guessing you're going to keep 6 receivers, but I don't know. So let's say they keep 6, right? Then I would go Hightower, and then I would go either Fulgham or JJAW. It'd be one of those two. And if you keep 5, Hightower may go, or they may stash him somehow. We'll see how they manipulate it. I don't want Hightower to get cut. Me personally, he was hurt pretty much all camp with a groin. He showed some things last year, like he showed the ability to get separation last year. He showed the ability to get open downfield. He's got to be better at tracking the deep ball and things like that. But I'm not ready to get rid of Hightower, so I'm going to try to keep him. That really takes us to 2 guys for the last spot at that wide receiver position. JJ Arcega-Whiteside and Travis Fulgham. Who's going to get it? That's the question. Who do I want to win it? Who do I think should win it? Who would I give the job to already and it wouldn't even have to go through tomorrow? That would be Travis Fulgham. There is no way in hell I would put JJ Arcega-Whiteside, the umbrella man, over Travis Fulgham. You know, I think tomorrow night, Travis Fulgham, to me, may have the most important night out of everybody. Because if he goes out and he has a good night, he's going to make the team. He's got to make it hard on my, cannoli-eating coach. He's got to make it hard for the Eagles to cut him. And the only way he's going to do that is he's got to go out and play good. Now, I have some hope in him because finally, after weeks and weeks of him being quiet, he showed up this week. We heard about him. We heard that he looked good. This is the most important week for him. Tomorrow night, it's important. He has got to go out and outshine the umbrella man. I'm just saying, I don't believe in the umbrella man. I don't believe in everything I hear that's good about him because I heard the same things last year. I have no faith in the umbrella man. Here's the umbrella man running a 20-yard out. Ready, go. I could do that. Okay, I could run faster. Fat Flash could run faster than that. I don't need him on my team. Get me Fulgham as the last receiver on this team, and I'm happy, okay? That's what I want, really. That's what I need. And look, maybe Nick Sirianni needs to go out there and he needs to get a ball in Travis Fulgham's ass. Like he did with Rager, and then maybe we'll be good to go. I don't know, but to me, tomorrow night, I am going to be really focusing on Travis Fulgham and JJ Arcega-Whiteside. And if Arcega-Whiteside does not get many snaps, that means he's making this team. That's a really, really bad thing. Oh, man. Man, I get all hyperventilated when I talk about JJ Arcega-Whiteside because he stinks. He stinks. And I know it. You know it. We all know it. But do the Eagles. If he ends up being on this team, it's Howie Roseman's fault. Howie Roseman would be at fault because I believe he doesn't want to give up on a second-round pick. Hey, look, I know it worked out with Brandon Graham, but like I said, he's the exception to the rule. He is not the norm. So, I cut Arcega-Whiteside. In a second, I would keep Fulgham. I'd be very happy. I want to see what happens at the running back spot. Okay, I know Gainwell is a lock, Howard's a lock, Miles Sanders is a lock. But is Boston Scott a lock or is Huntley a lock? How is that going to go? I think the Eagles keep 4 running backs. Okay? So that'll be interesting. And then, we'll see about some of these other positions. But to me, the most fascinating matchup tomorrow is that wide receiver position. Because I think that's the one that is actually could go either way. I think a good night tomorrow night can sway the Eagles one way or the other. So we have to hope that Fulgham goes out there and has a good night. No question about it. I mean, the other positions, I think most starting positions are pretty much all done. And, you know, it'll be interesting. The tight end position's a little interesting. I like Stoll a lot. I like him, but you have Richard Rodgers and you have Ertz. So what are they going to do? Also, you know, you have to keep Jackson. You have to keep him. You have to stash him on IR. Can't get rid of him. He's too talented, too raw, and he's got ability to be very, very good. But tomorrow night, really doesn't matter who wins or who loses. It's the last preseason game. Always the hardest one to get through, which I'll be streaming, by the way. I'll be streaming. But tomorrow, the real battle is the game within the game. It's Fulgham versus Arcega-Whiteside, the Umbrella Man. Now let's get the Umbrella Man the hell out. With that said, take care. Talk to you later. Of course, don't be a dingbat. Let me let you guys in on a little secret, right? I often get criticized. Philly 500, why you go after Mark Holmes all the time? Why are you going after me? Right, all that stuff. I only do it out of a response and to protect and stick up for myself. Because every time that guy does a live stream, every time, you're going to see a clip of me in that video. I guarantee you're going to see me at some point melting off, having a tirade, whatever. And then today, I come home from work, all that stuff. I look, and here's what it says. I don't often watch Eagles content, but when I do, it's Philly 500. Well, that I actually appreciate, but it's not meant to be nice. It's meant to take a shot at me going off and tirading. You know what I mean?
I don't often watch Eagle channel.
See what I'm saying?
But when I do, I watch Philly 500. So I can lie.
And here he goes. I'm going off on a tirade, right? That's what he wants. A tirade, a tirade, a tirade. All right, Mark Holmes. I got something coming for you. I got something coming that no other content creators have tried before. This is very hard. And I'm coming. And I'm coming. And I'm coming hard. I didn't mean it like that. But I'm coming after you. I'm coming for your meats. And Michael Anthony. Where's the fitness?